Welcome to the jungle. I am Prince T'Chaka, and today I'm going to be going over gear in Avatar Generations. I'm going to be covering where to find the gear, how to choose the best one for each character, and how to use them to the maximum potential. So if you like the information in the video, make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and hit the like button. So let's get into it. The first place you can come to find art sets is in Campaign through the adventure. Whenever you're playing through the story, some of the clear rewards will be different gear pieces, feathers, amulets, scrolls, etc. And also whenever you replay certain maps, you can come to these timed resource nodes, and then they also give gear in their clear rewards. The highest gear that I've seen through these clear rewards so far is rare, which is the blue gear. Later on, as they add more map locations and the difficulty goes up as well, the gear pieces can probably get higher, but for now, so far, the highest I've seen is rare. The second place you can go to find gear is in Arts Expedition. Here you can more easily find the different gear pieces for a complete set. So in Strength, you'll find offense, speed, and defensive arts. In Survival, you'll find strike, health, and counter sets. And in Wisdom, you'll find immunity, lifesteal, and destruction sets. As you get to the higher difficulty stages, you'll see that you can get varying degrees of rarity with the gear. So if you see here, you can get half of the gear with a guaranteed rarity of rare, and the other half is still common, while here, half the gear is epic, while the other half is rare. So just be on the lookout. If you're looking for a particular type of gear and a particular rarity, make sure that the colors match when you're looking at the clear rewards. Each set will give you a different bonus if you have 2, 4, or 6 of each item. For example, the lifesteal, when you have all 6, it will deal 15% increased damage when your HP is 25% or below, on top of healing for 35% of damage dealt to enemies. If you only have the 2 set or the 4 set, then you'll only get the 15 or the 25% bonus. Sometimes that 15 or 25% bonus could be the difference between winning and losing a match. The last place you can find art sets is in boss battles. Though rare, if you do get art sets here, they'll typically be of the legendary or mythic rank, which are the gold and red gear sets. To choose the correct art set for each character, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, what is your current objective in the game? And 2, what do you want this character to do? So the current objective, are you trying to complete adventure? Are you trying to complete a specific stage in Arts Expedition or one of the other challenges and activities? Do you have a boss battle that you need to fight? Depending on which objective you want to complete, you can build a different character, you can build a different set. So my main objective could be trying to finish the adventure campaign, or trying to get to stage 5 in the Arts Expedition, or just trying to do some of the boss battles. And the reason why this is important is because you're going to need different strategies for each, because the type of enemies you'll face will be different. And the second question of what am I trying to get this character to do is important, because sometimes you want to maximize what the character already does well, and other times you want to augment some of its weaker areas. For example, whenever I'm in Arts Expedition and I'm trying to complete some of the challenges within 8 turns, it would be great if my characters could do out of turn attacks. So that's anything with debuffs or counters, right? So this character in particular, the Kyoshi Warrior, her passive says that she'll enter a counter stance. Well, she'll have a 30 to 35% chance of doing a counter strike whenever she lands a critical hit. So if I increase her crit chance, maybe I can get into the counter stance more and do more counter attacks, right? So that's my thought process there. So if we go to her stats, we can see that she starts out with 25%. And if I put the strike set on her, I can potentially increase it by 35%. And then depending on the base stats and the substats of these different gear pieces, I can probably increase that as well. That's why I currently have a 50% increase on her, because this amulet here also gives me a 15% chance increase for her crit chance. So as you get better and better sets, where you go from common all the way up to mythic or legendary, then the amount of added stat points that you'll get to crit chance, HP, speed, etc. is going to be a lot higher. It'll be a lot higher than 15% chance, to the point where you'll probably be able to get to a 100% chance crit rate. At that point, you won't need all 6 items to be crit chance, right? Because if you've already maxed out your crit chance at 100%, maybe now's the time to start thinking about crit damage. So once I get this Kyoshi Warrior to 100% crit chance, I'm going to try and level up her crit damage as well as her base attack or possibly her speed, so she can either go more often, do more damage, base damage, as well as do some more crit damage. So there's 4 things you want to pay attention to whenever you're selecting gear that you want to level up. The first is the rarity. So there's 5 rarities: common, rare, epic, legendary, and mythic. As you go up in rarity, the amount of value that you can get from an individual piece goes up, but the cost associated with that also goes up as well. The second thing you want to pay attention to is the stats in this darkened area, because these stats are going to be consistently leveled up every time you upgrade the art piece. And if the stats here don't match what you want to improve, for example, on this common art, I have the crit chance, which is what I wanted to improve for the Kyoshi Warrior, but over here it has HP percentage and attack, which I don't necessarily want. So if it doesn't have what I want, don't upgrade it. If you just need it for the set bonus, then just equip it and just leave it there. So the last thing you want to consider is mixing and matching the different gear sets. So crit chance has a maximum or a level cap at 100%. You can't go above 100% crit chance according to the devs. So if I can get to 100% crit chance without needing the 6 set bonus, because I have rare or epic or legendary or mythic gear that allows my crit chance to increase significantly more, then I can swap out this strike set or 2 or 4 strike sets with different sets. For example, the HP set or the attack percentage or the destruction set to add to the character. That way, I still get the main bonus that I was looking for, the crit chance, but I also get the added set bonuses of HP or destruction or attack, depending on what you use. Now, the very last thing that you want to do with all your art pieces is to maintain your inventory and get rid of anything that you don't need. So if you come up here to the bag next to the nature stones, you can view all the resources that you have in the game. So you just come over to the lotus and you'll be able to see every single art piece that you have in your inventory. All the ones that are already equipped will have the character's image next to it, and anything that doesn't have a character next to it will just be blank. So if you don't want any of these sets, you just come down here to this trash can and you select which ones and you click sell. Just be wary that if you have a particular set that you like, let's say for example you come to this strike set and you're like, oh, I like these stats here, you won't be able to see that when you click on sell. You're not able to highlight over and see what the specific stats are. So just go in, if you have any sets that you like, just lock them in. That way you know explicitly which ones not to sell, and you won't accidentally sell them whenever you click on the selling tab. See, now that I clicked on the lock icon, I'm not able to sell this strike set. So if you have sets that you don't have equipped because you're saving them for a character, just go in and lock them. That way when you come to this tab, you won't be able to accidentally sell them. And that's going to be the video. So if you like the information, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and smash the like button. Be sure to be on the lookout for future vids where I cover relics as well as supports, and also break down other future events in Avatar Generations. So if you need help with the Tale of Two Lovers event, click right here, and I'll see you in the next one.